We will start in another 1 minute. We will start with the webinar. Hello all, I welcome to this career knowledge webinar series by Abhinav Careers Co Pune. I welcome today's speaker Dr. Ravindra N. Purohit sir for this webinar. Welcome sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. I know many parents know me, but let me introduce in short for me actually. I'm Reena Butala. I'm career counselor and director at Abhinav Careers Co Pune. I conduct aptitude tests and its counseling, one-to-one counseling, admission process guidance counseling for engineering, medical, architecture, design. I also involved into abroad education counseling, and currently I'm running 18 WhatsApp group of parents wherein we are updating on all the educational updates. So this is about me. My office is in Bowdan. I just give the information of next webinar. This next webinar is on 4th of November, career opportunities in NDA and defense by Mr. Tejas Patil. Same time, 9 p.m. In night actually. So please note your calendar so that you will not miss these opportunities of all the webinars. And we have the last webinar of this before Diwali, career opportunities in pure sciences by Dr. Arvind Nathu, a renowned senior scientist at NCL and ICER Pune. So these are all details of all the webinar. Now I will introduce today's speaker, Dr. Purohit sir. Dr. Ravindra Purohit is a pharma professional with a postgraduate and doctoral degree in pharmaceutical sciences. He is having rich experience in the field of development of OINDP, orally inhaled and nasal drug products. He has 31 years of work experience in employment and as a consultant that includes various reputed pharmaceutical companies like Lupin Limited, Cadila Healthcare Limited, Zydus Group, Microlabs Limited, Midas Care Pharmaceuticals Limited in India. He founded his own consultancy firm named RN Pharma Consulting in February 2012, with its headquarters in Pune, through which he is providing consultancy services to many companies across the globe for formulation, development, process development, and plant design of inhalation products. The exposure to different regulatory authorities across the world has given him wide perspective of the OINDP industry. He specializes in providing end-to-end consultancy in the field of inhalation products. He has, to his credit, development of a number of PMDI, DPI, and nasal spray products for different markets, including US and Europe. He was the first amongst the few scientists from India to have nasal spray product and get the product registration in USA. He has 5 national and international PCT patents and numerous high impact factor publication to his credit. Welcome, sir. And we are like very lucky to have experienced speaker today with us. So welcome. And now I will request sir to take the charge and please give us detailed information about the career opportunities in pharmacy. And we will take the question answers also once sir give the overview. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Lina. First of all, it's my pleasure to be coming here and having an opportunity to talk to uh, many people across because I understand that most of the participants in this webinar are either parents or students. And I cannot forget that I am also a parent. I have got two daughters. So there was a time when I was also like, I mean, wondering about so many things here and there. And like that time I had no Rina Mutada, you see. So I had to take my own decisions. I took them. Because it's a gathering of parents, like I think it makes sense for me to talk more like a parent and less like a guide or expert in pharma. I think that would be a better approach. So uh, let me do that bit from my side so that you can get a real insight into a pharmacy field. I mean, okay, people will tell you that okay, isme ye hai, usme wo hai, this and that. But maybe I would like to take you through as a parent in this through this particular profession. I hope I'm audible to everybody, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are
Yeah.
audible. Perfect.
Yeah. And English is comfortable to everyone because I have a habit of switching over from English to Hindi to Marathi many times. So I hope
Sir,
everybody's
yeah,
comfortable.
English is preferable. Hindi and Marathi will also do. Like
Okay, okay, great, great, great. But I won't use much of Hindi or Marathi in that case. Okay.
yes.
All right. So, well, as I said, I'm a parent, isn't it? Before that, I was a student. And then in 1983, one fine day, I got admission to pharmacy because of some connection of mine. And then people from my town would ask me, ki, I said, कि क्या कर रहे हो? तो मैं कहा बी फार्म, तो कहते बी कॉम, अच्छा क्या करोगे फिर? मैं कहा नहीं नहीं बी फार्म, अच्छा अच्छा तो कंपाउंडर बनेगा तू? I mean, this kind of the scenario was there in 1983, and in those scenario, in those times, I did my pharmacy. I graduated in 1989 with my post-graduation MPharm. And I can tell you, I can bet you, in fact, that probably it was one of the best decisions I ever took in my life. This is one of the best professions I'm in, and I feel really content and happy being in this particular profession. That's the opening statement I would like to make. I have got two daughters. As I said, I'm a parent. I got two daughters. My elder daughter, like me, is a pharmacist. She preferred to be a pharmacist, and now she is doing her post-graduation in marketing, pharma management from Narsi Monji Institute, Vile Parle, Mumbai. The younger one was more of an artist. So what I did was like I got her aptitude test done, like which Rina does very frequently, I think. Am I right, Rina?
Yes,
you
sir.
do aptitude test, right?
Yeah.
But you were not there, so I got it done from someone else at that time. When she was in 8th standard, I mean, I was lucky that one day she told me, Papa, science nahi karungi main. So I said, okay, fine. Then I got her aptitude test done, and I then realized that she was fantastic in fine arts. So she is doing fine arts. Now, why I'm telling you is the most important thing that I always say, preach as an experienced professional is that we should let our kids choose the profession that they want or they prefer, because in this particular modern era, there is no profession where there is no career. We cannot say there is no profession in this, no profession in that, no career in that. Those times are gone now. When you had to be a doctor or engineer to be successful, those times are gone completely now, isn't it? And whatever professions are coming up like with great speed, pharmacy happens to be one of them. And because of that, today I'm speaking to you because my conscience asks me to speak to you about pharmacy as a profession. This I had to tell you because you are parents and you would understand what I understand what parents go through. My daughters have gone through it now, so I'm a bit free now. Okay, let's talk about pharmacy. As I said, the first reaction of anybody when they listen that you're doing pharmacy is, "ये medical shop डालेगा क्या? या क्या करेगा? I mean, is there a medical shop or like what more? Like, और वो एक जो at our times like there used to be that one phrase, compounder बनेगा क्या?" So this kind of thinking even today exists in some quarters, though I know in Pune there is much more awareness for the people, but in the rural areas it's still like not that much of awareness. And because of that, we have to understand that pharmacy is much beyond a chemist shop or being a compounder somewhere. Pharmacy profession basically, if you see, is related to two different fields which you people know very, very well. One field is related to the manufacturing of medicines. Like doctor हमको medicine तो देता है, tablet देता है, capsule injection देता है, but ये बनाता कौन है? This is made by pharmacists. Right from concept to completion, a pharmacist does it. एक particular drug, one particular drug is to be converted into a particular form, either in a tablet or a capsule or an injection or a nasal spray or MDI. This is decided by the pharmacist. Doctor does not decide that. A pharmacist decides that, what to make. Once he makes, he presents to the doctor, and then doctor says, okay, take this injection. If I make a tablet, doctor can't say injection, he can say tablets. So in a way, we are the people who are behind the curtains. We are the directors. We are not the actors. We are not on the stage. We are behind the stage. We direct the show. So that's one part of it. The second part of pharmacy profession is related to the clinical practice, where the pharmacist, they are affiliated to the hospitals, they are affiliated to the clinical research centers, and they are actively involved and participating in the patient treatment and care. So these are the two different streams of pharmacy. That another thing that we have to understand. Okay, it's not about like, I mean, running a pharmacy or making a formulation alone. It's about these two particular fields. The basic qualification which is required for admission to, or let me get you through the courses for pharmacy first of all. The very basic course, that is DPharm, Diploma in Pharmacy. The basic qualification is 12th standard pass with science as such. And I think the current criteria is like 12th pass with science and everything. It's a 2-year course. And after the 2 years, you qualify yourself to open a medical shop, registered pharmacist, or you get opportunities in the public sector also, where you go to this PHCs, primary healthcare centers, where you become dispensing chemists. Then you can open your shop, as I said, or you can work in various hospitals as pharmacists, dispensing pharmacists also. That's the very basic one. The next step happens to be Bachelor of Pharmacy. Now this is a degree course, Bachelor of Pharmacy. This course basically is a 4-year course. Again, the entry qualification is a 12th standard HSC with physics, chemistry, maths, or physics, chemistry, biology, any one of these two. And the current criteria for admission in Maharashtra, I think, is 40% in the group. That's what the criteria is. So you get admission to BPharm. I mean, and there is an entrance exam, MHSET entrance examination, which is conducted by Maharashtra state. And many other states, they conduct examinations of their own states. So once you get through that, there are more than 100 pharmacy colleges in Maharashtra. Then you can compete for a seat in pharmacy college. And then if you get admission, you get a degree in BPharm, pharmacy. Based on the degree in pharmacy, you can get a job in the private sector, in pharmaceutical industry, basically the manufacturing industry. We hear the names of many, many pharma companies across us, like Cipla, Lupin Limited, Zydus Cadila, Glenmark, Emcure, so many different names we listen all the time, right? These are the companies. So on BPharm basis, you get jobs in these companies predominantly in manufacturing sector. BPharms are preferred in manufacturing, where they go actually to the manufacturing plant and they are involved in the activities which are related to the manufacturing of the products using actual machines and everything for the commercial use. That's one. Another thing is, in public sector, On BPharm basis, you can get through and become a food inspector or a drug inspector. That is very important. You don't need to be a MPharm or you don't need to be a PhD in order to be a drug inspector. Okay. And once you become a drug inspector, then in the process, at some point in time, you can become assistant commissioner, you can become commissioner, you can climb the ladder and you can become like one of the most influential person in either in the state, or even better, you can be an influential person in the center too. So by no means BPharm is a less degree, let me tell you. BPharm is a very, very powerful degree in itself. Okay. Apart from that, BPharm also has got a license for opening a medical shop because he is a registered pharmacist. So whatever benefits are available to a DPharm, they are definitely available to a BPharm. Okay. So it's not that there is no career after BPharm or so. Don't be under that impression, because many times I hear people say कि नहीं वो MPharm नहीं करेगा तो करियर नहीं बनेगा, वो PhD नहीं करेगा तो करियर नहीं बनेगा। अब ये ऐसा कैसे होगा? लाइक चांद पे नहीं जाएंगे तो ये नहीं होगा, वो नहीं होगा। It doesn't happen like that, isn't it? You make your own career by your own capabilities. Remember, a child will make a career on his own capability. It's not alone the degree that gives him whatever he is. It gives the strength of the character, the strength of जिसको हम संस्कार कहते हैं. These things build the characters and these things build the careers mostly. So BPharm degree is always a supportive degree for you as a person to grow. And there is no limit to the growth. That much I can tell you. I can give you 100 examples where the big CEOs or MDs of many pharma companies are BPharms. Nothing more than that. So that's another thing. Okay. We go on one step further and then we go to MPharm, Master of Pharmacy. Again, there is an entrance examination for Master of Pharmacy in Maharashtra and other places. You go through the entrance examination, you pass that, and then you get admission to MPharm in various colleges in Maharashtra or the country, wherever you are, there are. When you go to MPharm, then you go to actually specialization. The specialization branches are different, like pharmaceutics, pharmacology, pharmacognosy, biopharmaceutics, pharmaceutical engineering. Many branches are there. Many of these terminologies might not be very familiar to you. But what I can tell you is these various fields are related either to the manufacturing of the medicine or supportive activity to the manufacturing of the medicine, or for the research of new medicine, or for the evaluation of new medicine, or for the pharmacology, the effects of the medicine on the body, good and bad, both side effects and everything. So you have got an opportunity of becoming a specialist in any one of these fields. And let me tell you, no branch is a bad branch as such. Like, okay, every branch is absolutely good in its own. Like, say, for example, there is a branch called pharmacognosy, which in our terms is natural medicine, herbal medicine. Okay, it has got its own field. You look at many companies in the country like Dabur and Baidyanath, and like they are multi-million-dollar companies. They are doing very, very well. So sometimes people say, कि नहीं ये branch अच्छी नहीं है, वो अच्छी नहीं है. So I after 31 years of my experience in the field and plus 6 years of my graduation and post-graduation, I'm convinced no branch is bad. Our approach can be bad. Okay, so you choose any branch, whatever you like, and do well in that, and you have a career of your own. There is no problem with that. The next step to that is then the PhD. Of course, PhD has got its own benefits. If you do PhD, you can get into research in any field like evaluation of the medicine, pharmacological activities, manufacturing of the medicine, everything. Like this is a normal ladder that we know of. Apart from that normal ladder, now there are two more courses which were much more needed from a long time. And those have been introduced very recent. Like one course is called PharmD. That is doctorate in pharmacy. That PharmD course is basically a 6-year course, a 5.5 years course basically. And this course is more related to the clinical practice of pharmacy. They don't manufacture the medicine, but they plan the treatment of the patients. They see the effects, they titrate the doses, they monitor the doses, they monitor the side effects, they monitor the efficacy of the drugs, they monitor various combinations of the drugs and everything, and they also evaluate new medicines from all these angles, pharmacological evaluation, which is an extensive work. So this is another field which is opening up. There are a very few colleges right now in India for PharmD. Like one is Bharati Vidyapeeth Pune College of Pharmacy. Then there is one in Manipal. Then there is one in DY Patil right now. So some colleges are coming up, but the most important fact is that most of the students who pass through DPharm before PharmD, before they pass the PharmD, they are placed, most of them. And most of them have fantastic opportunities for work abroad, especially US and Europe. There is a big demand for PharmDs in these two countries especially. And in the times to come, there will be more demand in other countries too. So if any one of you is interested in making a career overseas, well, look out for PharmD. That's another one. One more course, as I said, which has been introduced is called as B.Pharm in Pharmacy Practice. This course is a very recent one. I mean, even I don't know full details of it. But what I can tell you is that B.Pharm Pharmacy Practice is related again on the same lines to the PharmD. It is not about manufacturing of the medicine, as I said. It is about the clinical practice of the pharmacy. The objective is to make sure that the candidates who pass B.Pharm Pharmacy Practice, they are able to dispense the medicine based on the diagnosis which doctor has made. If you go to US, what you will find is doctor diagnoses the disease and then writes a treatment in consultation with the pharmacist. If the pharmacist does not agree with the prescription, doctor cannot give that prescription. So India is developing fast. We all know that very well. And now it is leading to that one particular next step where the pharmacists are needed to be an equal partner in the treatment. And that will be facilitated by this pharmacy, B.Pharm Pharmacy Practice course. These are the normal courses of pharmacy that we know of. Let's talk about some opportunities related to that, the job opportunities, which we are really interested in knowing. I have told you about B.Pharm, I told you about M.Pharm. M.Pharm people can go to pharma industry with their specialization. Now, if suppose you are specializing in pharmaceutics, then you have a preference to go to either manufacturing, pharma manufacturing, or you can go to pharmaceutical research where new medicines are research is done. If you go to pharmacology, then you go for the research of the medicines which are already been manufactured, the testing of these medicines on animals, testing of these medicines on human beings, which we call clinical trials. Many of you might be reading in the newspaper, and now in the COVID scenario, हम सब लोग जानते हैं हम लोग वैक्सीन की कितनी राह देख रहे हैं. We are waiting for the vaccine so much, and every time we hear that the vaccines are in clinical trial stage. अभी इसका क्लिनिकल ट्रायल हो रहा है, उसका हो रहा है, सीरम इंस्टीट्यूट का फेज 2 में है, बाद में फिर ऑक्सफोर्ड का फेज 1 में है, भारत सीरम का 1 में है. We are all listening that what is this? What exactly is this? We are worried why vaccine is not coming out. The reason is that the vaccine or for any medicine which you don't know, vaccine तो क्या है, कोविड की वजह से हमको पता है. हमको ये पता नहीं कि जितनी भी मेडिसिन हमने आज तक ली है जिंदगी में, उन सारी मेडिसिन का क्लिनिकल ट्रायल हो चुका है. जैसे कि हम अभी इस कोविड के इसकी वैक्सीन की राह देख रहे हैं. In the same way, the clinical trials are being conducted. What happens is clinical trials are conducted in 3 phases. Phase 1, which is conducted on healthy people. It is 10 to 12 or 32 healthy patients are there, on that it is conducted. Then once good results are observed on that, then it goes to the phase 2, where it is done with a mix of good healthy volunteers and some patients. The population size is around, say, you take 100 to 125 patients. And then after that, when you are sure कि इस medicine का कोई बुरा effect नहीं है, then you go to phase 3. And in the phase 3, you get a patient population which can range anything from 100 patients to 15-20,000 patients. So right now, what is happening with the vaccine is that around each company is carrying out the testing on around 15 to 20,000 patients. And because of that, and the data which is generated is huge, right? Every day you give a vaccine, you take the blood sample, you analyze. So huge data is being generated. So, and because of that, it is taking time for the vaccine to come out, because pharmacist always ensures that अगर मेडिसिन का इफेक्ट नहीं हुआ तो चलेगा, लेकिन वो टॉक्सिक नहीं होनी चाहिए, वो सेफ होनी चाहिए. एंड वैक्सीन आर इफेक्टिव, लाइक भारत सीरम का भी एक्टिव है, अपने सीरम इंस्टीट्यूट, इवन दैट इज ऑल्सो गुड. बट वॉट वी आर प्रोबिंग इज वेदर it is toxic or not. That's the only thing that is going on. And it started in December, it will end in somewhere January or February, and then they will get the permission and it will come out. This work is being done by a pharmacist. So we are involved in clinical trials. A large number of pharmacists who are pharmacy graduates, postgraduates mostly, and PhDs, they are involved in this. I can tell you that more than 50,000 people, pharmacy graduates, postgraduates, and graduates, are involved in this work right now. So imagine the kind of job opportunities that we have here, isn't it? So that's one particular area, that's a clinical trial. One more area which is very, very quickly coming up now, and that is the clinical post-marketing surveillance data analysis. अब क्या होता है? The medicine goes to market, like the vaccine will come into the market, and then it will be actually given to the patients. So what is done is, it is mandatory for every medicine manufacturer to get the data on side effects and effects of the medicine at least for next 3 years. So even if the medicine is marketed, the job of the research scientist does not end there. They have to accumulate all the data. So now a big field is coming up where most of the pharma software companies, name it, like TCS, Infosys, Deloitte, Accenture, I'm missing many, Wipro, you name any of these companies, all of them are involved in this data mining, data analysis work. And a big, big part of the B Pharm, M Pharm, and PhDs are doing this one particular job in software industry. So ये भी चीज है कि हम लोग कहते हैं कि भाई कंप्यूटर इंजीनियरिंग करो, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंजीनियरिंग करो, सॉफ्टवेयर में जाओ. I am telling you, B Pharm करो, M Pharm करो, software engineering में जाओ. So this is another field which is opening up, and I see many students and many people who are doing very well in this particular field. This is another field which is very interesting for that. Academic field, of course, it is open there. Like if you want to be a teacher, if you have teaching in your blood, if you want to be a teacher, yes, there are numerous colleges in the country now, more than 1,000 colleges in the country now, which are very good colleges. And these colleges need professionals like MPharms and PhDs, and they are regularly employed. They are regularly paid very nice and handsome revenues, handsome salaries, equivalent to any teacher in the country or better sometimes. These are the fields. Coming to another aspects of the career opportunities, like overseas opportunities. I can tell you, right from the beginning, from the time when I graduated in 1989, from that time onwards, one profession we had which had really great demand in US and Europe is pharmacy. Unfortunately, most of us do not know that. Engineer को demand नहीं थी. Doctors, dentist और pharmacist, इनको demand थी. हमेशा से, always. And even today that demand remains there, and tomorrow also that demand is going to be there. If you do your MPharm, and if you apply for, if you go for the examinations like GRE and TOEFL, I think Reena also supports in GRE and TOEFL preparations,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Yeah, SAT.
Oh, okay.
For undergraduate course, sir.
Okay, thank you for telling me. I wasn't sure. I just asked you. Okay, it's great that like Reena supports in that. So if you go through that GRE and TOEFL and GRE, you have a very good chance in getting admission to courses like MS and PhDs in US universities. And pharmacist is always open, welcome with the open arms in US. ये H1B वीसा या जो स्टूडेंट वीसा जो है ना, इसकी प्रॉब्लम फार्मासिस्ट को सबसे कम होती है. लेट मी टेल यू, they don't face a lot of problem because US needs pharmacists badly. And the two professions in which Indians are greatly respected in US is, one is dentistry and medicine and pharmacy. So you can go there, you can do your post-graduation, you immediately get a job there in pharmaceutical industries, in manufacturing, research and everything. Apart from that, you also get an opportunity to become a registered pharmacist there if you pass their entrance examination, which again is a very good option. And pharmacy profession in US is as respected as medicine profession, no less. Let me tell you, no less. Pharmacy is as good as doctors. Like हम ये कह सकते हैं कि जैसे इंडिया में डॉक्टर्स को रिस्पेक्ट मिलता है, यूएस में उतना ही रिस्पेक्ट और उतना ही पैसा डॉक्टर को भी मिलता है, फार्मासिस्ट को भी मिलता है. So those opportunities are also open. And slowly what is happening is that the regulatory requirements all over the world are now stepping up and becoming better and better. And because of that, the people with these qualifications are more and more and more in demand. So if you target yourself to go and make a career overseas, then you should start preparing yourself right from BPharm first year. And career opportunities are always there. It is dependent upon you how well you exploit this opportunity. This is the most important thing. I would like to tell you. So this is what is important with the pharmacy profession as such. This is what I recall, like I should be telling you. And okay, as a pharmacy professional, being in manufacturing field, being in research field, now being in consultancy field, this is what I realize. But I'm sure that as parents, you might have some questions which I cannot think about right now, and which might be very, very important and interesting. So I think it's better now that I hand over the platform to you, and I would be happy answering your questions and to understand what kind of concerns parents might have. Even that will be interesting for me. So I open the field to you now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You have given us a lot of information. Still, we want more information. So I will go to the questions actually. The very first question, what are the skill sets required for success in pharmacy career?
Skill sets. Okay. Okay. In the first place, let me tell you. In the first place, the child must have interest in science. That's very, very important. Okay. अच्छा, फार्मेसी एक ऐसा फील्ड है, इंपॉर्टेंट फील्ड है, जिसमें द एप्टीट्यूड इन बायोलॉजी is very important, but equally important is aptitude in mathematics. Most interesting thing, if you have good aptitude in biology, you can make a career. If you have a good aptitude in mathematics, you can make a career. It's not like engineering कि आपका एप्टीट्यूड बहुत अच्छा है बायोलॉजी में और आप इंजीनियरिंग में आप सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो सकते. वो सही बात है, नहीं हो सकता है. आपका एप्टीट्यूड बहुत अच्छा है बायोलॉजी में और आप इंजीनियरिंग करना चाहते हो, नहीं होगा करियर. लेकिन in pharmacy, this is very interesting. If you have a very good aptitude for biology, you can still make a fantastic career with the branches which are related to biology. If you have an aptitude for mathematics, you can still make a fantastic career in pharmacy in the fields which are related to mathematics. Like say, for example, pharmaceutical engineering. There is a branch called pharmaceutical engineering, a branch of engineering which is totally different than the engineering that you studied. So skill set requirement, as I said, is basic requirement is that बच्चे को साइंस में इंटरेस्ट होना चाहिए. बायोलॉजी में हो बहुत बढ़िया, मैथमेटिक्स में हो बहुत बढ़िया, नो इश्यूज एट ऑल. इफ अ किड हैज गॉट रियल एप्टीट्यूड फॉर केमिस्ट्री, कई बच्चे होते हैं जिनको केमिस्ट्री बहुत पसंद होता है, दे हैव अ फैंटास्टिक करियर इन एपीआई मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. एंड राइट नाउ इन दीज डेज, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज प्रमोटिंग the bulk drug manufacturing like anything. If you are vigilant about it, and if you are following the various ordinances that government of India is issuing now, you will see that चाइना की जो ड्रग पॉलिसी है उसको ओवरकम करने के लिए हमारी गवर्नमेंट जितना कुछ कर रही है वो सब का सब केमिस्ट्री के फील्ड में है. अब मुझे बताइए, बायोलॉजी में आपका एप्टीट्यूड है तो फार्मेसी में करियर है, मैथ्स में आपका एप्टीट्यूड है तो फार्मेसी में करियर है, केमिस्ट्री में आपका एप्टीट्यूड है तो फार्मेसी में करियर है. सो आई मीन व्हाट इज लेफ्ट, isn't it?
It's a very nice information you have shared actually. The importance of aptitude of the student is very important. Next question, what are the new innovative areas of working and upcoming opportunities in pharmacy sector?
Wow, very, very good question, let me tell you. Apart from the traditional sectors like manufacturing, then pharmaceutical research, evaluation of the medicines, one particular field, as I said, is the clinical trials. India is becoming a hub of the industrial trials now, clinical trials now. मेडिसिन का क्या होता है कि जब मेडिसिन, एक नया मेडिसिन इन्वेंट होता है, आफ्टर इन्वेंशन इट हैज टू बी टेस्टेड फॉर सेफ्टी नंबर 1, इट हैज टू बी टेस्टेड फॉर सेफ्टी नंबर 1, एफिकेसी नंबर 2, वेदर द मेडिसिन इज सेफ और नॉट, वो पहला इवेल्यूएशन होता है। अगर वो सेफ है तो उसके बाद दूसरा नंबर ये होता है कि ये इफेक्टिव है कि नहीं है। ये टेस्टिंग जो होती है, आई टोल्ड यू, like clinical trial takes place in 3 phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. अब actually there are 5 phases now. phase 1 is called as preclinical, जिसमें एनिमल स्टडीज होती हैं। अब ये फार्मासिस्ट इसमें भी स्पेशलाइज करते हैं। उसके बाद phase 1 क्लिनिकल ट्रायल, phase 2 क्लिनिकल ट्रायल, phase 3 क्लिनिकल ट्रायल, और उसके बाद में नया फील्ड एज आई सेड इज पोस्ट मार्केटिंग सर्वेलेंस। ये इसको phase 4 क्लिनिकल ट्रायल भी आप कह सकते हो, कि पोस्ट मार्केटिंग होने के बाद में जो मार्केट में जो पेशेंट्स के ऊपर उसका इफेक्ट है एक्चुअली। अब ये जो डेटा सेट है पेशेंट्स का, दिस डेटा सेट इज इन लैक्स एंड क्रोर्स ऑफ पेशेंट्स, इट इज कलेक्टेड, द डेटा इज कलेक्टेड, द डेटा इज इंटरप्रेटेड। सो दिस डेटा माइनिंग and data analysis is upcoming field, a very big field, which is called as basically a research and analysis. So it is a data research and data analysis which is being done, and it is done through various statistical tools. So if you have a very good aptitude for mathematics, and then you can quickly learn statistics, you can learn to make the SAS files and other things, and then you can become a fantastic data mining scientist. You can create interpretations for the manufacturing companies की आपकी मेडिसिन की ये साइड इफेक्ट है, ये डोजेज में देना चाहिए, इस डोजेज में कम है, इस डोजेज में ज्यादा। This one particular field is coming up, and most importantly this field needs a huge data manpower, huge manpower. इसमें you will the country, our country will need, I mean I can only have a guess, but our country will need more than 4 to 5 lakh people, and we are not able to supply that right now. This is one important field in which like a big career opportunity is coming up now, apart from many other. Regulatory is there, quality assurance is there. Quality assurance is becoming a keyword nowadays in the world, and quality assurance people are valued much more than any others like. So these are the new upcoming fields which are coming up, and these are interdisciplinary, right? I mean, a computer software company is doing data mining, it is doing data analysis, it is doing data interpretation, and this all is being done by the pharmacists. So a software work being done by a pharmacist. What better can you expect as an interdisciplinary opportunity, right?
Very true, sir. Thank you so much. The next question been asked by Neha Kulkarni. What are career opportunities available for girls in pharmacy field, and what are limitations of working for girls, if any?
Neha, are you a student? Okay, I don't know if you're a student or not. पण हे बघ बाळा, हे गर्ल बॉयजचा चक्कर सोडून दे तू. Just leave it alone, okay? There is no girl, there is no boy. There are people, there is a mind, there is a brain, there is a personality, there is a character, which is very, very important, okay? So there is nothing like girl and boy. But let me tell you, I mean, if you look at the current scenario, even I am surprised. Most of the pharmacy graduates, postgraduates, and PhDs coming up nowadays are girls. Most preferred employees are girls. So opportunities for girls are plenty. And let me tell you, pharmacy is a field where there is no gender difference. Engineering, whatever other fields are maybe there, but pharmacy field, there is no gender difference. You are a pharmacist, you are not a boy, you are not a girl, you are a pharmacist, and that is valued much, much more. But let me tell you, what builds us as people is basically our ethics. Pharmacy मध्ये ethics असणं अत्यंत महत्त्वाचं आहे. It is very, very important to have ethics, basically because finally understand we are dealing with human beings. All of us will definitely agree that when we take a tablet or a capsule or an injection, nobody is bothered कि या injection मुळे मी मरणार का. Nobody says that. When you take a tablet or a capsule or an injection, the first reaction that everybody has that, आता मी बरा होणार. Now I am going to be better. This is the confidence that pharmacist has generated in the minds of the people since centuries, isn't it? And this has been done, this has happened totally because of the best worth ethics pharmacy has got. We do not give any medicine to the world which is not safe. This is the reason why the vaccine after COVID is coming up so late, because they won't give you unless it is safe. So having ethics, that is most important. Number two, the strength of the personality, the strength of the character, that is very very important. अपन हम किस तरीके के इंसान हैं, हम कितने ह्यूमैनिटी के क्लोज हैं, ये चीजें जब होती है ना, तो हम फार्मेसी का एजुकेशन जब लेते हैं तो तब हमको ये लगता है, ये पता चलता है कि हम पैसा ही नहीं कमा रहे हैं, हम एक ग्रेट सर्विस कर रहे हैं कंट्री को, नेशन को। ये बात आप याद रखो। हमारा एक इतना नोबल प्रोफेशन है, मैं बताऊं आपको, डॉक्टर के जैसा, कि जहां पे हमको बहुत पैसा मिलता है, वी गेट ए ह्यूज मनी, बट इन एडिशन टू दैट, जो पैसे से कहीं कहीं ज्यादा ऊपर है, वो ये है कि हमको मानवता की सेवा करने का अवसर मिलता है, जो बहुत कम प्रोफेशन में मिलता है। सो forget you're a girl and be a fantastic human being with great ethics, great character and चांगले संस्कार. Keep these three things in mind and you will win, Neha, everybody, hands down. Okay, good luck.
Thank you so much, sir. The next question by Kavita Vaidya: how I should decide that I'm suitable for pharmacy jobs?
My goodness, Kavita, what should I say on this? Huh? Okay, I said you must like science in the first place. Okay, I believe you might be a 12th standard student, or like, I mean, mother of a, I'm not sure, but okay. Let me either talk to you or your daughter, whoever you are, okay? Or son, whoever you are. In the first place, you have to have the aptitude for. If you don't like science, don't get into pharmacy. Let me tell you, I did not do it with my younger daughter. I told you, right? She's a fine arts and she's a fantastic artist. Let me tell you. So have an aptitude for the science. That's most important thing. Okay. Once you like science, you have a career in pharmacy. That's all. A simplest statement, easiest statement. If you like science, you are suitable. Don't worry about anything else. Okay.
The next question from SB Kulkarni: pharmacy career opportunities in Eastern countries like Japan, Korea, Singapore. Please, in detail, can you tell us?
Okay. All right. Now, these Eastern countries are a little challenge, basically. I understand that you might have some understanding of this region. You might even have some connection in this region, and you might be knowing this region. This region is not all that English savvy as such, isn't it? They rely more into their own languages like Japanese or Korean. Singapore, yes, it is good with English. They go with that. These are highly regulated countries. They have fantastic regulatory structures of their own. And if you know Japanese or Korean, and in Singapore, even if you know English, you have got good opportunities over there. It's not that you don't have opportunities. Of course, these countries might have their own regulations regarding the work visas and everything over there. You might not be knowing better there. But if I talk strictly from the perspective of a pharmacist, then let me tell you, an Indian pharmacist is respected all over the world. Okay, if you are a pharmacy graduate or postgraduate or a PhD from India, it is respected everywhere. So don't worry about that. If you pick up Japanese language or a Korean language, nothing like it. You have a career there.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. The next question is little long. Let me read. From Mayuri: I hear from senior that without M-Pharmacy, you will not get a job in pharma industry. But is there possibility of getting it after B Pharmacy? Then which post that can be? Which another language should I learn from pharma career wise? Is GPAT score play important role in getting job other than getting admission to M-Pharm? In your opinion, which domain in pharma field is best for career? They have mentioned some domain in pharma: Cology, Cognosy, Pharmaceutics, QA, QC, Microbiology, Chemistry. I want to do the career in QA in pharma industry. What should I do after B Pharmacy? for that without pharmacy any specific courses. So we have
Mayuri,
question, sir, from Yashada also. Is it necessary to do masters and masters from abroad or India?
I think I answered this question, right?
Yes, sir. Just
Okay,
give
but
like,
still,
yeah,
but
sure.
still, but still, I would like to give some respect to that question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. As I said, don't worry. If you have B Farm, you have a career. If you do M Farm, better. If you can't do, don't worry. Let me tell you. Branch, I told you. Any branch, don't worry. Do well in that, you have a career. Okay? Don't worry about that. And you will find your own ways. If you can go for a post graduation abroad, fantastic. But most often I see that in US, when you go for post graduation, they usually prefer a postgraduate from India. So what I would advise is go for MPharm in India and then go for MS in the US. Okay. Another thing Mayuri said, she wants to make a career in QA. I already told QA is a fantastic branch right now. If you want to do it in QA, close your eyes, go ahead, do it. Okay. And most important thing, don't believe your seniors. Okay. If they are saying M-Farm करना कंपलसरी है, M-Farm करना चाहिए, नहीं तो आप डूब जाओगे करियर, ये सब चीजें, इन चीजों में मैं बिलीव नहीं करता हूँ. I'll tell you one small thing, both of you, a very interesting, very important thing. Okay. One of my boss, I did my PhD. Okay. When I was in industry, one of my boss whom I loved most, whom I liked most, whom I respected most, was only 1 year senior to me by age. And he was a B Farm. He was my boss, believe me. And I love him till date. I respect him till date. I like him till date. And he's my closest friend till date. Do I need to say more?
Thank you, sir. The next question been asked by Santoshi Malani. Chosen farm branch in BITS, got seat allotment in BITS Hyderabad, having chance to get at Pilani also. Which BITS is better, Hyderabad or Pilani?
Okay, that leads me to two more clarification, but I'll give you answer after this answer. Santoshi, getting admission in BITS itself is commendable. Congratulations to you. It's really commendable. I'm so happy for you. You got in Hyderabad. If you get in Pilani, close your eyes, go to Pilani. That's all. But even if you stay in Hyderabad, it is equally good. Don't worry about that. Okay. But two more things I would like to say here about pharmacy colleges. Like some of the best pharmacy colleges in the country are NIPER, National Institute for Pharmaceutical Education and Research. Around 13 colleges are there in the country right now. If you get to admission to any of these in post-graduation, fantastic, go for it. No doubt about that. And then pharmacy colleges, like there are some of the fantastic colleges. One is in Chandigarh, one BITS Pilani, as I said, in Hyderabad, then in Nagpur Department of Pharmacy, then in Pune College of Pharmacy, one of the best institute, Manipal Institute of Pharmacy, then KLE's College of Pharmacy in Mysore and Ooty. These are some of the very good colleges. One career aspect which I remembered after the last question, which I actually did not cover, is I would like to talk about it. Rina, I got some time, right?
Yes, sir. We have time.
Okay, great. So one career opportunity which I missed, and I'll tell you now, is that the opportunity is intellectual property rights, patents. Okay. Any new medicine that is invented in the world is patented. Not one patent. There are sometimes 20, 30, 40 patents around it. Okay. And then the patent remains valid for 20 years. Patent remains valid for 20 years. That means nobody else can manufacture that medicine. But many times what happens, and especially with the Indian companies, what happens is that the Indian companies study these patents in great details and they find out some small way in that. They use that small way and make the medicine. So they do not infringe the patent. Okay. So the medicine comes out much earlier than the patent expires. Now what that basically needs is the patent attorneys, because patent basically is a law. Patent is a law. So you become patent attorney where you are actually dealing with the patent laws of the world. You are reading the patents, you are drafting the patents, you are making new patents, you are evaluating old patents, you are filing the trademarks of the medicines, you are filing the copyrights of the medicinal text and everything. So this one more opportunity is available to the pharmacist. A pharmacist after B Pharm can appear for a patent attorney's examination. If you pass that examination, you can become a patent attorney and you can start practicing intellectual property rights as an independent law practitioner. मोर सो बी फॉर्म के साथ साथ या बी फॉर्म के बाद अगर आपने एलएलबी कर ली, नथिंग लाइक इट. I mean, you can do BPharm, LLB with the patent attorney's examination, which is mandatory by the Indian government so as to practice the patent law. And then you become a patent attorney. I can tell you a few patent attorneys in Pune who are doing fantastically well in their own fields and very highly respected. And all over the country, now you'll be finding this. So another thing, you said about aptitude, Rina, right?
Yes, sir.
If you have aptitude for law, do B Pharm, go for LLB, practice patent law and practice general law also. Okay,
you have
brilliant
given
career.
like different information, and which is very important. I think you have like interdisciplinary courses you have told us, and this is a really important information you have shared with us.
Thank you.
Now, next question is from I'm taking from chat box. The question been asked by Mrudul Gawande. Can you please talk on data analysis in B Pharm as a software engineer?
See, data analysis basically is a field which is related to statistics. Okay, what you do at B Pharm level is, in one of the years, somewhere around third year or so, I think you learn a subject which is called as biostatistics. Statistics with a biological inclination. There you learn the basic tools which are required. For example, the R test, T test, chi-square test, 90% confidence interval, 95% confidence interval, population by equivalence and everything. So if you have an aptitude for mathematics and you study them well, and along with that, if you study the computer science where you can build a SAS file, you call it the SAS file, SAS files they are called as. If you build that, they are basically Excel based files. If you are able to build that, so what you are doing is now you are complementing your software skills with your biology knowledge. And based on that, you can create modules which can help you interpret any amount of data, no matter how big it is, interpret it at that particular level. So even after B Pharm, if you have a big aptitude and appetite for mathematics and statistics, then you can become a really good statistician, biostatistician, and there is a high demand, very high demand in fact, and they are very highly paid in software industries. So what you can do is, maybe if you are doing B Pharm, उसके साथ साथ में कोई स्टैटिस्टिक्स का अगर कोर्स है, एक सब्सिक्वेंट कोर्स किसी अच्छे रेप्यूटेड इंस्टीट्यूट से अगर आप कर लो, तो यू हैव अ वेरी नाइस एज टू योर डिग्री.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. The next question from Mugdha Deshpande. Scope of PharmD in India as well as in abroad countries. Comparison of PharmD and B Pharm, which is better option, and doing B Pharm from abroad, and your views that we have already discussed. But sir, my question is like doing pharmacy and undergraduate from abroad.
Okay, doing pharmacy undergraduate from abroad, you can do that. But I think abroad it has, if you're doing it from US or Europe, I think it is around 6 years course with 2 prep years or so. And then you have to clear again TOEFL, and TOEFL तो आपको करना ही पड़ेगा, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
And GRE? GRE no. For undergraduate, no GRE.
For undergraduate, we need to give the SAT.
Okay, so SAT, you have to clear that.
Yeah.
If you do that, you can do that. But one small aspect, which is not small actually, big aspect which is related to it, is that the courses are mighty costlier. I mean, that's the point. And it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like you see, अगर मुझे आप पूछोगे as a student or as a parent, मैं आपको बोलूँगा कि pharmacy education इंडिया में बहुत cheap है. बढ़िया फार्मेसी एजुकेशन करो, बी फार्म करो, यहाँ पर बहुत अच्छा करो. Okay, do your best. Give GRE instead of SAT. Okay, and go abroad for MS. That's a simple and better route. But
Okay.
if you do B Farm from abroad, nothing like it. Go there and do it, no problem. UK is a better destination for me, like in place of US. UK is a better destination.
Okay. Sir, scope of PharmD in India as well as in abroad countries.
Okay, I touched that subject, but I'll talk about it once again. PharmD has got a scope in India. As I told you, like there are few colleges right now, and most interesting fact is that before graduating, these people are getting placed in various places in the country, like most of the hospitals, like big hospitals, government hospitals and private hospitals, they need hospital pharmacists and everything, which is a post which is equivalent to a doctor's post. So they're getting there. Abroad in US, yes, you are a practicing pharmacist, a clinical pharmacist. So you are a dispensing pharmacist. It becomes much more easier for you to pass that pharmacy examination in US once you do PharmD in comparison to B Farm. So if you have that single objective कि US ही जाना है, go for PharmD. That's the best option. Okay, you get better knowledge. You are much more competent to handle the entrance examination. You pass it much more faster. Okay, so you can do that.
Yes.
But B Farm, PharmD मैं compare नहीं करूँगा. Let me tell you, I won't compare basically because PharmD is a clinical practice related area, whereas B Farm is basically a manufacturing engineering related area. So both have got equal importance of their own. मेडिसिन बनेगी नहीं तो टेस्ट क्या होगा, और टेस्ट ही नहीं होगा तो मेडिसिन बन के फायदा क्या होगा. सो बोथ आर पैरेलल. ये कैसा है, ये एक ट्रेन के पैरेलल ट्रैक है. एक ट्रैक को निकाल दो तो ट्रेन नहीं चलेगी. दोनों ट्रैक होना जरूरी है.
Very correct, sir. Actually,
Yeah.
Can PharmD candidate work in academics also?
Absolutely, yes. They can work in academics also. No problem.
What profile they will get like in academics?
See, they in PharmD colleges are going to increase in the country now. I'm telling you. So they have opportunities to become like going through the routine academic positions. Like now, I know that in technical institutes in India, the lowermost position is assistant professor. So you start with assistant professor, you become associate professor, you become professor, and once you are in the teaching field, you will take up PhD also at some point in time. So you can become a professor, you can become a dean, you can become a vice chancellor of a university. Nobody's stopping you, isn't it? Reena, I see Dr. Purushottam Ladda here.
Yes,
who is
sir.
principal
Yes, sir.
of Ladder Pharmacy College, Malkapur.
Yeah,
Welcome, sir.
let me actually I need to unmute, sir.
No, that's fine. I mean, I just wanted to, I'm happy that he's here. Yeah. Okay, Reena.
Sir,
I Purushottam, I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you.
it's a very nice and informative session, sir.
Oh, come on. Thank you. Yeah. Reena, you have other questions?
Yes, sir. Like you have told us about all the like D Farm, B Farm, M Farm, PhD, all the sectors we have covered. But can you tell us, like you have told in your introduction, what is exactly pharmacy is all about? We see pharmacy shop near to us and correlate pharmacy equal to pharmacy shops and MRs. What are different fields of working in pharmacy?
Different fields of working in pharmacy. Okay. All right. Let's start from the very basic, like very, very basic. You can be a dispensing pharmacist in a primary healthcare center. Basic, very basic. Okay. You can open your own medical shop. Second, you can work in very big pharmacy chains as a registered pharmacist. Third, you can manufacture the medicine at B Farm level. You can go to pharmaceutical industry as manufacturing chemist. You can be involved in research of manufacturing the medicines. Various companies have got that R&D units. You can be involved in analytical techniques development and methods by analytical scientists. You can be a quality assurance scientist by monitoring the quality aspects of the medicine to ensure that the medicine is quality. Okay, you can be a pharmacologist where you evaluate the safety of the medicine and everything. So there is a whole lot of the chain, right from dispensing the medicine to the patient to actually thinking about a medicine, synthesizing that, converting it to the dosage form, and then manufacturing and dispensing it to the patient. This comes from the ambit of the industry. Another sector, as I said, is academics. Another sector, as I said, is data analytics. Another sector is clinical trials and everything. And as I said, patent and other sectors. So this whole lot, the whole spectrum is open right now for us. And post-COVID, let me tell you, I did not touch that aspect. Post-COVID, things are going to change rapidly and drastically, let me tell you. Okay, God forbid, we have one COVID now. God forbid, if there is another epidemic or pandemic, who will come to help and rescue? Pharmacists, isn't it? Who did well during this COVID scenario? Only pharma industries, dispensaries, doctors. Who did well? Pharma industry, एक ऐसी industry, pharma and food. These are two industries in the world, let me tell you, that are never ever going to die, never ever going to go down. They will always develop and become bigger and bigger and bigger. So don't worry about that. Be in any profession and you will have a bright future in career.
Yes, sir. Can we pursue PharmD after B Pharm or M Pharm, and what are the pros and cons?
Yes, there is an opportunity after B Pharm. Once you do B Pharm, then you have a direct admission to PharmD in third year, I think. Third year, yes. Third year PharmD. So you save 2 to 3 years on that. Okay. After M Pharm also you can do that. I mean, again, the entry level qualification remains the same, 3 years or so. You can take your own choice. Like, I mean, if you had already done B Pharm and now you want to pursue a career in clinical practice, you feel कि मुझे clinical practice में ही करना चाहिए, I have to go abroad. And if you are really thinking about investing 3 more years, go ahead and do it, because I see many people doing that. No harm in that. और सीखना तो किसी भी हालत में बुरा नहीं होता ना. You learn more, you become more matured and better, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Perfect. The question been asked by Anjali Hivre: what are career opportunities in IT sector? And if we get any job or opportunities in IT sector, where we can get greater packages in India or abroad?
See, IT sector, most of the work right now being done is on data mining, data analysis. That is the biggest work which is being done. Apart from that, one field is medical transcription, where you transcribe all the medicine, medical details and collect them and collate them, and then you give that. So these are the fields I have touched upon that already. As far as the data mining work is being done, bulk of the work is being done in the India, because it is much more cheaper than doing it in the US or so. So, of course, the salaries and payments will be more in US and Europe and other places. But let me tell you, very few companies abroad are pursuing this particular field. They are mostly subletting or delegating these works to the Indian companies in India. So if you talk about opportunities, if there are 1,000 opportunities in India, then abroad there are maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities. Yes, there is one more thing, let me tell you. You get an opportunity in India and you are placed in US or Europe abroad, that is happening very frequently. I mean, many times, most of the people, they at least work for a stint of 6 months or 1 year or 2 year or 3 year or 5 year or 10 year abroad, being employed by Indian company. So it's okay. Like, I mean, even if you are employed by Indian company, they are as powerful as any US or Europe company, and they give you an equal opportunity to travel to US or Europe and stay there for quite long. And if you are enterprising enough, you can find a job for yourself there. You don't have to depend upon that company.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. How many years are there in together for B Farm and M Farm? The question been asked by Aryan Phule.
5.5 years, 4 years of B Farm, 1.5 years of M Farm, flat.
Okay. So we have covered most of the questions, sir. So thank you so much for all like your answers for all our questions. So thank you for your valuable time and information on behalf of Abhinav Career Scope and our parents. You have like opened the pharmacy in long spectrum. As a counselor, you have updated us on many opportunities. Actually, the key points I can take: the courses in pharmacy are T Farm, B Farm, M Farm, PhD, PharmD, and the one you mentioned, new course, D Farm in pharmaceutical
B
practices,
Pharm, Bachelor
B
of
Farm
Pharmacy.
in pharmaceutical practices.
Yeah.
Correct, sir?
Pharmacy practice.
Yes, sir. And you have also said like pharmacy, LLB, and patent, studying the law.
Yes.
So that is again a very important opportunities you have tell. You have also mentioned the if student loves science, go for the pharmacy. If they have the aptitude of whether maths, biology, or chemistry, so they can go in the pharmacy field. Only aptitude and interest of the students are very important.
Yeah.
Pharmacy is powerful degree, as sir has mentioned. Make your own career with all your capabilities are very important. So these are the takeaways from today's webinar, and I really thank sir, that you have shared a great information about the career opportunities in pharmacy. Thank you once again, and all parents, we will meet day after tomorrow on 4th of November for career opportunities in NDA by Tejas Patil. So don't miss these opportunities. These are the webinars we are conducting for all. So get the information, get all the details are very important. Then we can decide upon which to choose and how to choose. So thank you once again, sir.
Actually, I must thank you and all the parents and students. Like it's quite late. Parents might be quite tired after a hectic day, and they still had
Exactly.
time and like energy
But due to
and
sir,
the
this
patience to
pandemic,
listen to me.
everyone is working from home and it is very difficult to take the webinars in daytime. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have chosen this time in
No, no. Actually,
weekdays actually.
this is a very, very right time. Let me tell you.
Yeah. And
Parents are in a
on Sunday
position to
also,
listen.
we are taking the webinar on pure sciences, career opportunities in
Yeah.
pure sciences by Dr. Nathu sir. So don't miss this opportunity. My request to parent, and if you want all more details about our firm, about all the educational updates, please join the group. We have shared the link in chat box, so you can join our parents group. Then you will get all the information shared there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you so much, sir. Bye. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.